our first guest, Ayu. Thank you. So today we'll be reviewing a movie called Unlocked, and this movie was released on February 17th. So um, I'll start off from reading the basic description of this movie provided by the official one. So, a woman's life is turned upside down when a dangerous man gets a hold of her lost cell phone and uses it to track every move.
So the film was created in South Korea and directed by Kim Tae-jun. This is a Netflix original series, but it's a remarked version of the Japanese film Stolen Identity, which is based on the 2017 novel Sumaho Otoshita Dake na no ni by Akira Shiga.
Yeah. And we both watched this movie, like the Japanese version, so it was like really interesting to see the difference between the Korean version and the Japanese version as well. Yeah. So the genre of this movie is like mystery, horror, and like in a way it's like social issue related movie as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's start off with our first question. What we liked about this movie. So
Okay.
yeah.
Um, Personally, this is not a specific scene, but I
Mhm.
really like sounds effects. So,
Yeah.
for example, the film used smartphone's vibration. It
Mhm.
makes me scared
Oh yeah,
because
that's
it's
true.
really like,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
That
Yeah,
makes
that is
so
really
realistic.
my favorite part of the movie.
Mm,
Mm.
that's really
Do you
interesting.
have anything?
Like I like this movie because I think the theme of
Mm.
this movie was like actually related to our lives,
Mm.
especially our generation.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
because we always use smartphones and we're on our smartphones every single day.
Mm.
And if you translate it into English, the title is like although I only dropped my smartphone.
Right.
So like everything goes on just with an incident, and that was like really interesting that like it made me feel so scared about
Mm.
what will happen if I drop my phone like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives awareness about the usage of smartphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. What did you also feel as a difference between like since we watched like both Japanese version and the
Mm.
Korean version, what did you kind of like realize as the difference between the two?
Honestly, I don't remember exactly what the Japanese version was,
Uh-huh, yeah,
but do you have any idea about
yeah.
that?
I thought
Mhm.
that like I think we kind of like talked about it a
Mhm.
little bit, but like I kind of thought the Japanese version was like scarier
Mm.
than the Korean version. Like in a way, the Korean version was like a bit more realistic. It was like
Mm.
more revealing,
Yeah.
but then the Japanese version, it was like making us freak out by
Mm.
using like more technological horror sense kind
Mhm.
of. But I think the storyline was pretty similar.
Yeah, right. I think so. And I think the difference between those was, I don't know, I realized sound effects and how to use camera,
Mm.
probably. I don't know, like the cinematography for the
Mhm.
Korean version, like kind of, I don't know, a little bit
Oh,
shaky.
shaky. Yeah,
Because
yeah, that's true.
I think so,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
that's the difference I noticed. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
And if you have a favorite scene or like favorite phrase or anything that you
Mm.
would like pick up from a particular scene, what would you say?
Yeah. I don't want to spoil the story, but um, so the basically the main character are is watched or how can I say are
Like supervised?
yeah
I don't know.
supervised
I don't know if
um
that's the right word.
like through the smartphone's
Yeah, yeah.
camera and her behavior and what she said is recorded, I think,
Mm.
by the killer or
Mhm.
martyr. And she noticed, realized that, so she used the paper to write what she wants to say to the police,
Mhm.
and that is my favorite part.
Mm.
Yeah, and also like the beginning of the movie is a kind of I don't know, not scared,
Mm.
but gradually the scene is
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah,
scared.
yeah.
So I really like that kind of phase. Yeah.
I agree. I think that's like the key point where the, you know, police starts to actually move. I thought that idea was really, really smart. So
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry for spoiling, but I think my favorite scene was when the main guy who
Mhm.
stole the smartphone,
Mhm.
when he said, as long as I have the smartphone, I can control anyone and I can be anyone. And it relates to the point that I previously mentioned as well. But like, I think we would be really freaked out if we lose our smartphones. But like, I think it's not um, the physical smartphone that we're afraid of, but instead, like, we're afraid of what's contained inside the smartphone. So, like, all of the connections and all of the memories and privacy that's included in the smartphone.
Right.
So, yeah, I think this quote, like, gave me those ideas about
Yeah.
how, like, smartphone has, like, so much information that we don't even realize in daily lives.
Yeah, it reminds me like when I went to the Paris last year, then like someone tried to um, stole my smartphone from my
Oh,
pocket,
oh my
and then
gosh.
I didn't think anything about on that time.
Yeah.
But after watching this movie, I realized, oh my god, that was so
So,
so scared me. Yeah.
okay. So, our third question or like third topic is like what we learned through this movie or like any lesson takeaways if you have one.
Maybe we discussed
A lot.
this one.
That's true.
Yeah. Let me think about anything other than that. um,
But like especially I think the biggest lesson takeaways is like the thing you mentioned about Paris that it's like so relatable to our lives
yeah.
and then like you know you feel the fear that it might actually happen to yourselves. So and then you actually experience that fear in
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah.
So that might be one thing.
Yeah. And I think I should avoid like write anything down in my smartphone.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's actually so true. I actually have all of my like passwords
Yeah, me too.
inside my notes. But
Yeah.
maybe we should all be careful about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Lastly, then, why should we watch this film, or like, who would you recommend this film? Like, what kind of people should watch it?
I don't know, everyone like young people, young generations,
That's
I
true.
think. And yeah, nowadays a lot of people are using smartphones, so I think everyone should check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. And I felt like, as I mentioned before, this wasn't like this is categorized as a horror movie, but it's not that scary to be honest from our point of view at least.
Yeah.
So like if people want to watch a horror movie but don't want to watch like an extreme horror movie, I would like really recommend it to watch like realistic horror. in a
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. So did you like the movie?
Yes, I
Oh,
like it.
Okay.
And yeah, it was interesting because we could compare the Japanese version and
That's
the
true.
Korean version. Yeah.
So we also like highly recommend to watch the Japanese version. It's also really interesting. So yes. So thank you for watching this episode and see you next time.
See ya.
And thank you so much, Ayu.
Thank you.
Thank you.